All right, they got the SL8 S-Works here. You know what? I'm just got to say something. This is the last video I'm going to make on the bike. All right, people are like, just dude, you keep going on about it. So I promise you, this is the last video we're going to make on the SL8 S-Works Tarmac today. Okay, so you know, if you know, you know. I like making review videos. I bought this bike with my own money. How do I spend $20,000 on a review bike and I ride in sneakers? OnlyFans. Anyway, so that's the deal. I'm glad I bought this bike, all right, because it's my job, all right? This is my job. I buy bikes, I review them. It's one of my jobs. Man of many skills. Ask your mum. But it is, you see here, Tasha, I would categorize this bike as a fat dentist bike from Miami. It's good for you, Miami. It's a good cruiser. It's a good beach cruiser. It's a good bike if you want the clout. It's not a bike where, and I'm a huge fan of Specialized product, by the way. I'm not a Specialized hater. One of my favorite bikes is the Specialized Tarmac and the Roubaix SL4. Fantastic bikes, if you know, you know. When you ride those bikes, the rim brake versions, actually I'll put this down, my arms get a bit tired, it's pretty heavy. I should put it like that. Those bikes, the SL4 rim brake versions, when you ride those with the S-Works spec, you're like, man, am I on drugs? You know, it feels like I'm on drugs. When you ride this bike, and today we're running 70 PSI, because that's all the rage now, 70 PSI on a road bike. And it's great over the cobbles and the bumps and the tram lines, but it just feels so muted and sluggish. And it's meant to be a road bike, it's meant to be a race. It's got race geometry. The geometry is quite aggressive, 74-degree seat angle. This is an aggressive geometry bike, but the spec doesn't match it. In the crosswinds, these wheels, these mountain bike brakes, the mountain bike brakes, they catch the wind and you sort of, you know, and I've got 25 years of road racing experience, so I hate to think what a dentist who buys this bike and rides in a windy day, I'd hate to think what they think about cycling moving forward. The wheels don't sit properly, the alignment of the frame is wrong, or is the alignment of the fork wrong, or is it the dish of the wheel wrong? Who knows? It's $20,000 Australian bike, 14,000 USD. The group set, yeah, 12 speeds, fine. But yeah, this is a heavier group set than 20 years ago. 20 years ago, the group set was lighter. Dura 7800, lighter than this. You put all these Dura parts off, put them in a plastic bag, weigh that, put the 7800 group set up to $40 bike from yesterday, weigh that. The cheap group set wins, weight-wise. But otherwise, I like the colour, and these saddles are good. The power saddle, put that in your shortlist if you like. Yeah, try different saddles. The tyres are fantastic. Let's, you know, Specialized, they sell some amazing tyres, no doubt about that. The top cap here doesn't even sit flush. There's like something wrong with that. And these bars are terrible in terms of getting your perfect ergonomics of your wrist action there. You know, it's all about the wrist action. If you know, you know. And it's just, you know, it's not a performance bike. You can't even get your ergonomics correct. You want to get a longer stem, you got to re-bleed the brakes, and then the reach might be not. It's not a performance bike. It's marketed as a performance bike, and the tyres aren't even, the rims, the leading edge of the rim, the leading edge of these bars is your GPS unit. That's the leading edge. All this tech work here, and then this is the leading edge here. Anyway, it's not an aerodynamic bike. An aerodynamic bike cuts through the wind, crosswinds, headwinds, tailwinds, especially the crosswinds, you know. This bike gets groped by the wind. All the spokes and the rotors especially just gets grabbed by the wind, and you know, you got to focus. You got to focus on this bad boy. That's the deal. Power meter's working so good so far. And why am I using road pedals today? Because we're riding with sneakers down the beach cruise. So great bike for the beach cruise, great bike for Richmond Park. And white socks, white shoes, no gloves crew. There we go. SL8 Tarmac S-Works review. Last review we're gonna do today.